Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. Right, so I posted a little short video the other day of Rachel Reeves likening the benefit cuts or people trying to get people back into work as giving pocket money to a 16-year-old or something like that, I think it was. And as you can imagine, it didn't go down very well, and I didn't imagine that it would, to be fair. But it looks like it goes far beyond Rachel Reeves, this analogy that they have come up with. And now the Liberal Democrats are asking whether Sir Kier Starmer actually started this little analogy in a cabinet meeting. So I'm going to show you the article so that you can take a look at it. It's well, it's disgusting, to be fair. But anyway, let's have a look at it. I'll show you what I mean. Right, so here we are. Rachel Reeves' U-turns on benefits and pocket money comparison. So basically what happened was, appearing on Politics Live after the statement which saw further benefit cuts unleashed on disabled people, Jones, this is Darren Jones, who apparently spoke about this first before Rachel Reeves then chimed in on it as well. Jones dismissed the UK's government assessment of the changes, which showed they would plunge 250,000 people into poverty, as being not the full story. He said, what the impact assessment doesn't account for is the benefit that you get from additional money into support for training, skills and work. Well, yeah, that's fine if you can work. If you can't, then you're not going to get that extra money, are you? You're just going to have your benefits cut with no extra money coming in to support you for training or anything like that if you're unable physically to do it or mentally to do it. Take, for example, if I said to my kids, I'm going to cut your pocket money by £10 a week, but you have to go and get a Saturday job. The impact assessment on that basis would say that my kids were down £10, irrespective of how much money they get from their Saturday job. Well, yes, but then you've got to get a job. You've got to do everything, you know, you've got to train, you've got to get a job, you've got to do all that kind of stuff. It's an awful analogy, absolutely awful analogy, and it's basically saying that that people who are on benefits are just not wanting to do a Saturday job. They just don't want to work. They're bolshy teenagers, basically, is what his comparison is, and it's absolutely ridiculous and appalling. So it really is awful. Anyway, asked about Jones's comments on LBC on Wednesday evening, Reeves initially backed her minister by saying, if you have a 16-year-old and say, I won't give you so much pocket money, I want you to go out to work, and the OBR says and doesn't impact, OBR comes and does an impact assessment and says you're going to be worse off, you will be worse off if you don't get a Saturday job, but if they do, they will be better off. So she's basically just parroted what he has said. There are a lot of people who have a disability who are desperate to work. But asked on BBC Radio 4's Today programme on Thursday morning whether Jones was right to make that comparison, Reeves said no, he was clumsy in his apology and he apologised for that. Well, you also said the same thing though, Rachel Reeves. You also said the same analogy. You know, you are as bad, you should be apologising as well. Pressed further on whether it was right to compare benefits with pocket money, she said, of course it's not pocket money. Elsewhere, the Chancellor insisted that her reforms would get people out of poverty, contrary to government forecasts. She said, I am absolutely certain that our reforms, instead of pushing people into poverty, are going to get people into work. But the trouble is, yes, I know that they are targeting these benefits at people who are of a younger age, people who have certain mental health problems. I know that's what they're targeting, or that's what they're looking to target, but it's going to encompass not only those people, but a lot of other people as well. It's going to encompass a whole lot of people who are various ages because of they're targeting descriptors, and also because they're targeting mental health, which is something that you can't just do it arbitrarily and say everyone with a mental health problem is now going to have to work. You can't do it like that. It has to be more tailored to the individual. Anyway, so that's what happened on here. But now this story says Starmer has been urged to reveal if he made comparison between benefits and pocket money. Sir Kier Starmer must reveal whether he first made the comparison between benefits and pocket money, which saw one of his ministers harshly criticised. This is what the Liberal Democrats have said. Treasury Minister Darren Jones faced backlash when he made the comparison in the wake of the Chancellor's spring statement, which included cuts to welfare. But Rachel Reeves later said that he had made a clumsy apology when he compared the uplift of skills to his children working a weekend job on top of receiving pocket money. The Times newspaper has reported that Sir Kier was the first to have made the comparison during a meeting of the Cabinet before the spring statement. Liberal Democrat Work and Pensions spokesman Steve Darling said the Prime Minister needs to urgently confirm whether he suggested this insulting analogy, and if so, immediately apologise to the millions whose lives his welfare reforms will have made even more challenging. Absolutely, he should. Absolutely he should. Torbay MP Mr Darling, who is registered blind, added, everything about these reforms paints a picture of a government at real risk of losing its moral compass. We all accept that the welfare bill needs to be managed down, but these cruel cuts are not the right approach. They take support away from many who can't work or care for those who can't, all while saying the goal of them is to get people into work. It's nonsensical. Right, so yeah, so that's it. So it looks as though, according to Mr Darling, MP Mr Darling, it looks like it's come from Kier Starmer himself, which really doesn't surprise me at all, because this is just a sort of nonsensical, privileged response that you would expect from someone like him. Let me know down in the comment section what you think. It's really an awful situation, but yeah, let me know down in the comment section what you think. As always, I appreciate your comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you've got this far, because I do talk about benefits and things like this. And I'll see you next time. Take care.